Hey, B.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
So this
Don't
is,
touch me.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
this is, unless I put some money in your pocket, this is probably a first for us. Dangerous Dave Talbot, along with King Bishop, my boss in ARWPRO. And we're gonna do something we haven't done yet, and it's not getting along with each other or high-fiving. We're gonna do a little recap of the incredible night of in-ring action in the squared circle at Lake Station. American Legion Post 100. We had Kevin Storm and Shane Fury.
In the opener, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was
Yeah.
and that really sets the tone. You, as our booker and promoter, you know the do's and don'ts, and if you get the first good match, as best as it can be, you got the audience right here.
Don't give away secrets like that. What are you doing? What does it matter with you?
But that is the truth.
Yeah.
And that,
Anyway, it's great to have Shane Fury come back.
Yeah,
Half of
I really like
the
that
Natural
guy.
Fury.
Yeah.
You know, who has been ARW, that team has been a very important part of ARW throughout our history, throughout the last few years, and he ends up working Kevin Storm. And Kevin Storm, of course, him and his brother,
Yes.
Theo Storm,
Yes.
not getting along very well, and kind of that team went like that, Yeah, there you go. And so during this match, Theo comes walking out. I try to stop him. I'm pretty old. I'm pretty old for doing stuff like that. He's going to get by me. And he did. And
But not
he just,
much gets past
He
you.
just didn't. He antagonized Kevin, and Kevin lost his concentration and walked right into.
Cost him the match.
Yeah.
It literally cost. But
Yeah, absolutely.
then Theo is wrestling against Excalibur later.
Excalibur from the family.
Yeah.
So, and instead of just going out and looking at Theo and making Theo, upset like what happened to Kevin, Kevin just flew into the ring and started beating the crap out of him, So, that was the usual excitement of an ARW show because you just don't know what's going to happen next.
So at our Hessville show, when we were at Hessville, in the Ville, the festival, when it was probably, I think even John Coleman, former weatherman for ABC
John
TV.
Coleman, how old are you?
John
Crying
Coleman,
out
who
loud.
actually started the Weather Channel, didn't he text us that it was 110 degrees on that Sunday that
You'd have to have a seance to talk to John Coleman now, so, what are you talking about,
Well, unfortunately, Dakota Prodigy,
Oh, we got anybody younger back there?
Dakota Prodigy really hurt his arm and shoulder
Absolutely.
during that festival.
Dislocated his elbow.
Dislocated his elbow,
Yeah.
which is attached, ironically, to your arm and your shoulder. And
I didn't
he
go to
had
med- I didn't go to medical
he had to
school, all
defend
right?
his
Yeah.
title at our show on July 8th. And what happened?
Well, like I say, I called him out and I had every intention, not something I wanted to do.
No.
Not something I wanted to do, but had every intention of stripping the title and, putting the title up for grabs. And Moxie Molly, who was always in Dakota's corner, came out and offered to defend the title against Dante Devious.
Which I
Dante
couldn't
Devious
believe.
is a former Indiana champion. He's a former tag team champion. He's a very decorated guy in ARW and many places throughout, the whole Midwest.
And he is very devious.
And he's very devious.
And I that was one of the first matches I reffed that evening, and I couldn't believe that option was even on the table.
I turned to our fans, because when you really get down to it, I'm the owner, Joey Boombo is the commissioner, we're in charge, but the truth be told, our fans are in charge of
Yep,
everything.
amen to
And we
that.
do everything for our fans. And I turned to the fans and said, is this what you guys would want to see? And they exploded, and we're very happy to see it. And,
No hesitation there.
and the best thing that happened was that Moxie Molly ended up defeating Dante. And
Which
Dakota
I
kept
never
the
saw
title.
that. I never saw. Yeah, and he keeps the title because of that.
Yes.
So that's another first for ARWPRO that we had. That kind of match.
I looked at the ARW rule book, and then I threw it out the window.
Yes.
Since I took over being the owner.
Again.
And I'm just going to go with my gut and go with the fans. And that's how we decide things here,
Scumbag Army versus the Picture Show, Marcus
Yeah,
Portrait and Johnny
we
Showtime.
didn't have our tag team champions here again, and like I said, I felt that the fans were getting ripped off. And so I called out Chaz Moretti, which, is one of those things. That's an ugly part of my job, having to talk to Chaz Moretti,
Nobody like him, the Moretti Agency.
Yeah, when that guy sleazes into the ring, you gotta be careful because it gets very slick, and everything like that. There's this ooze coming off of that.
As are his
that
suits.
creep,
Yes, his suits are just as slick.
And well, you can say slick, I say sleazy. But I'm just saying, we took away the titles, and we had two teams that were longtime fan favorite teams in ARW.
Equally matched, too, I would say.
Well, I don't know about equally matched. The Monsters are some big boys.
Where they have their gain in the strength and the brute force, the Picture Show has been there and done that too, and they are very agile.
Very
Yes.
much. They've been tag team champions more than anyone else in ARW. And Moretti proved how sleazy and how underhanded he was, and ended up coming in and actually taking from Brad Flywheel the Scumbag Army. So Scumbag Army walks away with titles and walked away with Chaz Moretti. And that's,
So they are a new ARW tag team champs right
yes, they are.